Hi there and welcome to Apple World. So it appears as though Diddy's cronies are beginning to squeal on him hard talk. Has it that his dear companion Cory Gamble just squealed on him to the federal authorities and impartial over some actual proof to the federal authorities in return for resistance at the point when the preliminary beginnings, and get this, as per reports, one of the proof pieces that Cory Gamble over to the federal authorities is supposedly what about how Diddy he set up m3rder's as restitution for not just attempting to uncover him in her diary, however additionally assisting Cassie with getting away from his abuse, and just to ensure that the task got finished, Diddy he supposedly had Cory stand back to ensure the occupation was finished and that there was no physical proof connecting Diddy to the supposed it. Appears as though Cory supposedly kept the receipts this time, and he is singing like a canary to the federal authorities. So it looks like the federal authorities at long last stand by listening to a sure. Furthermore, m3rder's family, since gossip has it that they just authoritatively returned the examination concerning Kim, that's what m3rder supposed everyone knows. Individuals have been pointing fingers at Diddy for quite a while, and it turns out that it wasn't simply pariahs charging him on the grounds that m3rder's loved ones as well as Al Shore's trusted it too. Reports have it that Kim's family, truth be told, indeed, even had plans to bring an illegitimate demise claim against Diddy after she kicked the bucket, which simply demonstrates that they completely accept that he had something to do with it. An insider said they all have been reached by the FBI and 3 family individuals, and 6 companions have been talked with as of now, and have been told to keep silent as per Kim's ex. Cassie told legal counselors after recording her own claim against Diddy that she had data about the demise of m3rder. And she has verification of the explanation why Kim was yet assuming that you're pondering why they thought Diddy. This is on the grounds that the police had a great deal of inquiries regarding the things that didn't make any sense about how she, as far as anyone knows, died from pneumonia. The archive said when Kim passed, there were inquiries concerning the way in which she passed on, assuming that they were going to say that it was pneumonia and that she died calmly in rest. Why was there on Kim's pillowcases, and furthermore, a slight path on the room floor that prompted the restroom? Why hasn't that been referenced? Kim was not found lethargic in bed. She was dissed on the washroom floor, and if they found her in bed, then she was decisively positioned there. Kim was not found by purported housemates. That is a lie too. She was being managed by a clinical expert that was handpicked by Sean. Likewise, the last call Kim made was to 911 at 243 a.m. However, Kim was found dead later in the first part of the day, around 11:00 a.m. However, her family wasn't the ones in particular who had some inclinations. Her ex-Albiesh additionally implied that Diddy purportedly had something to do with it. And yes, I said ex in light of the fact that Albie Shore as of late uncovered that he and Kim were really hitched, so she was something other than his child mother. He said, each time I post something I neglect, it's me. I'm a granddad, so my anxiety isn't being well known and attempting to get numbers and likes. That is not what I do in any case. Ace, I posted something recently discussing my ex. No doubt I said it, my ex Kimberly, yet no one knew since we didn't talk about being hitched. We didn't examine that frequently. I gave her a recognition. Well, I'll be sure has alluded to this multiple times that Diddy purportedly find out about Kim's passing on IG when he said, I just viewed this as film from the morning I learned of Kim Dorman and how it tear the spirit from my actual body. I really do know plainly that Kimberly didn't simply look at Al of an unexpected over pneumonia. That is some BS. We just praised our child's new arrangement in Christmas Extraordinary with Netflix. And she was an awesome heth, too snickering seeing me and Diddy's common trade at the theater. I'm going to leave it here. Don't let the affection melodies fool you. I'll be certain additionally indicated that the federal authorities were examining the situation, and he posted a legacy image of them also. Composed, she sent me this expression, life copying workmanship. See, raftsmanship mirrors life. Now it all appears to be legit. She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said call the FBI. Well, after Diddy got captured by the federal authorities, individuals promptly began to talk about how he supposedly united Kim, and the tales got serious areas of strength. For unimaginably was so solid that Kim's children delivered an explanation requesting that individuals hush up about her passing, shielding Diddy and saying that he had sat idle. Terrible to Kim. Well, the articulate Asian said, we have seen so many pernicious and bogus bits of hearsay circling about our folks m3rder and Sean Cole's relationship, as well as about our mother's heartbreaking passing, that we want to stand up claims that our mother composed a book are just false, She didn't, and anybody professing to have an original copy is distorting themselves. Moreover, kindly comprehend that any alleged companion talking for the benefit of our mother or her family isn't a companion, nor do they have her well-being. On a fundamental level, they proceeded with our lives were broken when we lost our mom. She was our reality, and nothing has been something very similar. Since she passed, Allah has been staggeringly challenging to accommodate how she could be taken from us too early. The reason for her passing has for some time been laid out. There was no unfairness. Sorrow is a deep-rooted cycle, and we ask that everybody regard our solicitation for harmony as we proceed to adapt to their misfortune consistently. We are profoundly disheartened that the world has made a display of what has been the most lamentable occasion of our lives. Our mom ought to be associated with the lovely, solid, and cherishing lady. Her memory ought not be polluted by awful paranoid fears. They then finished this explanation, and we ask that everybody kindly regard our mom, m3rder, and respect her inheritance so that she might find happiness in the hereafter. It's what she merits. We love you and miss you, mother. Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah, this is wild. You folks, since everyone knows that Diddy was super and savage towards Kim when they were together, and it even went on after they separated. He was so rough with her that Kim in the end began retaliating, and, surprisingly, sent Diddy to the trauma center when they were at home at Kim's home on 110th Road. He needed to, put his hands on her in the incorrect manner, and Kim took one of those corkscrews and tore his wrist up and hit a course. And as the need arose, rush over to St. Luke's medical clinic. The relationship was really poisonous, and there's even a report that he broke her nose. This article on the occurrence said, Diddy, come sweetheart. m3rder was left with a wrecked nose after the couple contended on Cole's yacht. And Sandro Combs flew in with the subject matter expert plastic specialist from Geneva after the mishap. m3rder has since guaranteed that she hurt her face after she banged her. However, on a table, it deteriorates since a few insiders likewise guarantee that Diddy put hands on Kim's beau, who she began dating after she separated with Diddy. An insider detailed that Kim was seeing Shakir, and Diddy found out. Furthermore, he lost it. He found Shakir to his lodging. Then Diddy went up there without security and beat him to a blood pool. Don't let the sparkling suits and twists fool you. Diddy will F.A. man. Up a couple weeks after the fact, Shakir bafflingly wound up dead, and fingers quickly highlighted Diddy despite the fact that there's no proof that he got it done. So it was wild that her children would emerge to say that Diddy did nothing to their mother now. The twins could have been too youthful to even consider seeing what was happening, yet the young men, particularly Quincy, were certainly old enough to see what was occurring, so it was bizarre that they were shielding Diddy in any case. Albs. Hor at last emerged to change the account once more, and he intensely demanded that Kim's passing was approaching the federal authorities to return the examination. He additionally asserted that not exclusively was she, however. The way that her PC and diary composition were taken demonstrates that it was an inside work, he said. Miss m3rder's missing gadgets, purportedly currently in proof, tentatively undeniably contain the basic proof that have been covered. I'm persuaded that the proof proves intimately with the subtleties illustrated in the as-of-late delivered public arraignment record. It is appropriate to take note of that the people engaged with this matter may additionally be associated with likewise covering the claim of a few conspicuous craftsmen, a circumstance that has left many confused. However, the people who are submerged in the culture and acquainted with the complexities of the amusement industry might have a more clear comprehension of the undeniable. While he additionally guaranteed that the alleged journal getting out and about is phony, he demanded that Kim had one and that she was supposedly as a result of it he composed. Sadly, Kalina was taken from us way too early, and before she could complete her actual considerations before this counterfeit, unapproved altar delivered on Amazon, the disappearance of her PC and imperative proof raises altogether more inquiries. It is clear that her capability to uncover the real factors of her own stomach muscle being human, he was aware of much the same, as the daring activities of Mrs. Cassie Ventura represented a danger to those prophets from such deplorable exercises. Kimberly was supposedly taken from us since she was made a plan to achieve what Mrs. Cassie Venture did by touching off the huge fire that brings us here today with the torrential slide that has carried Satan to their chambers. He then, at that point, dropped a few clues that Diddy. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.